guys, Shayna here from the Mom Edit, here to talk about jeans. Like, what the heck is actually in style for 2025? Something important to note, last year, 2024, was kind of a hallmark year for jeans. It represented like a major shift in denim trends, a shift that had been coming on over the course of like decades. For this video, I really just want to talk about denim trends for 2025. The difference is, while 2024, all these denim trends were sort of like coming on strong for the first time with kind of like a bold statement. But what I've noticed is over the last year, they've kind of all just settled down. The horseshoe jean trend has really sort of like settled down into itself, and barrel jeans are now firmly solidified as a major trend of 2025 and I think, beyond. Anyway, let's get into it. These are the denim trends of 2025 and possibly beyond. Okay, so the first denim trend I want to talk about for 2025 is actually the most important, and it's the one that kind of influences all the other denim trends. It takes your existing pieces and makes them feel a little bit fresher. Long, loose jeans. That's it. That's the trend. And underneath this trend, there's lots of different iterations, but basically, if you switch from wearing jeans that are super tight to jeans that have like a little give and that go all the way down to the ground, that is going to feel like really fresh and modern for 2025. The good news is there's so many different ways to get this trend done. You can do baggy jeans if that's your vibe, but you don't have to. You can also just try some of the new sweatpant jeans. They're all the similar shapes. They're just like wide leg jeans and straight leg jeans, but they're done in like that really ultra soft, like almost sweatpant like fabric. You can try your favorite straight leg jeans or your favorite wide leg jeans and just size up a size just to get a sort of like easier, looser feel. I've done that with, some of my mother jeans. Mother jeans are notoriously tighter and sexy, but I find that like sizing up helps achieve that like looser look that we're going for. My favorite jeans in this category, these are team favorites if you just want to try a few pairs that have the look. We really like Levi's baggy dad jeans. These have super relaxed shape. They come in different lengths, a ton of different washes. I've been wearing them for a couple years now and they're great. They're great with sneakers and ballet flats, and even I wear them in the winter with winter boots. These are a solid jean. Another team favorite is Levi's XL straights. These are just like classic wide leg jeans, but they have like a cool drawstring. We also love Rag & Bone's sweatpant jeans. These sweatpant jeans truly feel like sweatpants, but they look like jeans, and they're like, there's nothing better for travel. Gap has done a similar thing with their ultra soft line. They're great. They're just like classic jeans, but in that ridiculously soft fabric, and so they all have like kind of a looseness and an ease to them. Wear these baggier jeans with your sneakers. Low profile are easier than chunky sneakers to wear with these jeans. Wear them with ballet flats, little flat sandals. Yeah, they're fantastic. Okay, the second thing we need to talk about is the fact that low-rise jeans are coming back. I'm just gonna like say it like it is, rip the Band-Aid off. It's a thing that's happening. There's a couple options here. You can either go out and look for low-rise jeans if you want to play around with this trend, or honestly, I feel like the easiest way to sort of branch into this is to just go a size up in some of your favorite pairs of jeans and just wear them a little bit looser. They'll naturally go a little lower on your hips. They don't have to be like the old low-rise of like 2003. That's kind of what I'm doing, and I'm finding instead of being so low-rise, it's just like easy. Low-rise jeans, they're coming back. Sorry. Third is probably my favorite trend of 2025, and it's drawstring waist jeans. These things are freaking amazing, especially if you are also someone who has trouble with belts. Drawstring waist jeans have completely fixed this for me. They have like that same finishing touch as a belt, but it's not quite so stuffy feeling or so like polished feeling. A couple team favorites if you want to play around with this look. It's those Levi XL straight leg jeans. Those all come with drawstrings. Free People's Moxie are barrel jeans that come with a drawstring that is so cute. It's like contrast. We will link some down in the description below. All right, next trend for 2025 is cuffed jeans. And kind of like the drawstring waist jeans, cuffed jeans can be straight leg, they can be wide leg, but they all still should be somewhat loose and easy. The cuff should be like either at the ground or just a little hovering awkwardly above it. These are not like the cuffed jeans of previous years that are like, you know, halfway up your calf. These are like still basically full-length jeans that you kind of had to roll the cuff. This is one trend you gotta play around with a little bit, but it's really easy to recreate with jeans you might already have in your closet. Next trend, utility jeans. This is another example of a trend that has sort of like calmed down in 2025. Last year, I don't know if you guys remember, but like cargo jeans were everywhere last couple of years. And they were like baggy and they were big and they often would have like giant cargo pockets. I still really like that look. So if you are still wearing yours, like kudos, I'm in. But the trend for 2025 has kind of like gotten a little bit more refined. And so instead of like giant cargo pockets, everything has sort of slimmed down and it's basically just utility jeans that are like trending hard in 2025. If you're someone who previously like loved destroyed denim and aren't feeling like it's quite right for 2025, the utility jean sort of adds that same interest as like the little rips and tears used to add, but does it in a much more like refined way. It's still cool though. These jeans don't firmly land you into the sophisticated arena. They still feel a little bit more cool. Everlane makes a really great pair of utility jeans. The stitching is perfect, the shape is perfect, and they have that like cool sophisticated shape. If you want something totally casual, especially for summer, Free People's Palmer jeans have some of that same sort of stitching, but they're like longer, looser, kind of like a fun summer jean that has those like utility details. Okay, so now we gotta talk about barrel jeans. Barrel jeans are, again, one of the biggest trends for 2025. Barrel jeans, however, I think are for everyone. And I know that's a bold statement, but like I said, even Lindsay, who is our comfort shoe wearing Eileen Fisher girl, she is wearing barrel jeans and she loves them. I feel like, you know, just based on everyone on the team who's gone through their own like barrel jean journeys lately, Free People Moxie jeans are probably the best bet for barrel jeans. They are beloved by the most members of the team. Everyone has their own different style and different unique twists, and they all seem to kind of work for everyone. That said, if you've tried on barrel jeans and are struggling, I know my sister just sent me this picture. She did a try on at the Gap in barrel jeans, and she sent me this picture and was just like, why? And so if you are like Scotty and you're just like, why? And you put on barrel jeans and you're staring at yourself like this, the one thing that I would offer up, and she left before she could try this, but I do want her to try going a size or two up. So if you're someone who's used to wearing jeans that are sexy, if you're used to wearing jeans that like fit tight, you might want to try sizing up in barrel jeans, because barrel jeans by their nature should be like a little bit looser and a little bit more like forgiving and easy, which is kind of why they're so amazing. And I think that's one of the reasons people love them, is they are like wildly comfortable. All right, so the next trend I feel like is sort of like always a trend, at least every other year, if not every year, but the silhouettes change, and this is just simply statement jeans. Statement jeans are having a huge moment. Camo is back, leopard is back, railroad stripes are back, embroidered are around, tons of studded jeans. But again, the biggest difference is that these jeans also should fit long and loose. No matter what color jean you're wearing, it's this new silhouette that is really gonna make a difference in 2025. And once again, we will put all links to our favorite pairs of statement jeans below, but there's some like really cool ones at Reformation. They're doing cool stuff with studs. Again, Free People has a ton of like Moxies and like railroad stripes that we love. And then Anthropologie is always doing really cool stuff with like embroidery and patterns and that kind of stuff. So we'll put some of those links below. All right, so the next denim trend I'm personally really excited about. It is another good alternative to like ripped jeans, and this is faded black. The faded black jeans of 2025 are like personally my favorite kind of black jean, because they're almost not black at all. They're faded in such a way that there's like some variation, and they're really more of like a charcoal gray almost. And so we're not talking about a uniform light gray. This is decidedly a faded black situation. Again, if you like the ripped jeans because they add a little interest, faded black is going to do the same thing for you. And it's super fun to wear and just like cool. One that comes to mind immediately is Rag & Bone's sweatpant jean. There's sweatpant jeans that are really comfortable, but the wash, actually, despite the fact that they're literally terry cloth, the wash is better than most jeans out there. All right, so the next trend is around from 2024. There's like a major nautical moment happening in trends right now, and that is also true for jeans. And so these sailor jeans are gonna be everywhere. I've had mine for a million years. This is one of those trends that you could argue is actually a classic. They just look really cute at all times with like striped tees and ballet flats. They're great for traveling, especially if you're going to France and like want a pair of jeans that won't look out of place. Sailor jeans, I love them. The next trend, harkens back to the 90s, which I'm so excited about. Overalls seem to be back in kind of a big way. They've been coming on pretty strong for a couple years now, and yeah, they're everywhere. Several of us on the team have been wearing our overalls, and we're all from different generations, which is kind of fun. Personally, I find the overalls that I wear the most, instead of being blue, because I feel a little bit too much like Farmer Joe, I'm wearing the heck out of ivory overalls. If you also grew up in the 90s and would love to rock some overalls again, but aren't sure, how you feel about that, give ivory overalls a try. Ivory or white. There's a couple places I'd look for overalls right now. Free People's Barrel overalls are freaking fantastic. Levi's always has a pair that are classics and look great. And Reformation actually has some really cool shapes for overalls. Last trend for denim trends of 2025 are, and it's kind of a weird one, stretchy flares. I don't know if it was Kendrick who kicked us all back off on flares or bootcut jeans, but a bunch of us on the team are all really into stretchy flares right now. And we're finding them. We're finding them out in retailers, so we can't be the only ones. The lighter wash, 70s vibe, stretchy, comfy flares are having a little bit of a moment. We've all been kind of drooling over the Spanx pair, which is not my normal go-to for denim. Stretchy flares, who knew? That's it. Those are the 11 denim trends of 2025, according to us. If you guys have any questions, leave us a comment. I love getting feedback on these trend videos, especially because I know not everybody agrees, which is half the fun. As always, links to everything will be down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.